story.
back?
Yeah, take it off me. I don't like that.
How tight is it?
Woo!
You go for that thumb?
She didn't even.
Welcome to Florida Men on Florida Man with Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends and lore and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida.
Now,
Yes.
if you're a part of our live stream, we understand if you exited because there are 3 Caucasian men on your screen.
Yep.
And 1 mammal, reptile
Yep.
with no legs. And that's scary.
Michael Mutz is here with a python, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're on. This feels the most appropriate pet in Florida.
Thank you.
And I've been working with the Florida Commission of Wildlife
Okay.
to
That's too bad.
to pass a proposal
Okay.
that if you want to claim residence, if you want a homestead in Florida, you must also own a snake.
You must also own a snake.
Because to me, it's like if you're going to call it home, then you've got to go down and you got to catch one of the invasive species or purchase your own snake. It's one or the other.
So you caught this python and brought it into our studio, and now it's just wrapping itself around you, and that's a kill move, according to TV.
Yeah, I believe so.
And you're not nervous at all.
I'm not nervous, but I do want to let you know
our audio listeners are going to love this part.
I am going to have to hand the snake to one of you because this snake is actually not mine. It's my 5-year-old daughter's.
Okay.
She has been wanting a snake since she was 2.
You bought your kid a snake. Cool.
She's been asking. The only consistent animal she's asked for is a snake. And we've caught a bunch of snakes outside. And then we decided to trade the wild ones for a domestic one.
That's real Florida bartering, dude.
But when
you were keeping the wild ones for a while?
Technically, I was using them as leverage to convince my wife that a snake in the house was okay.
No snakes in the house.
And that it would be a better idea for us to get rid of the wild snakes and replace it with the domestic one.
Now that's what
you mean get rid of the fast snakes and get a slow snake.
Correct. Yep. So the last one that we had was a juvenile black racer.
Okay.
They're pretty
You can just call him racer, dude.
And when I went to when I was chatting with her, I was like, once it's bigger, it's gonna strike a lot.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be quick. It could get out.
Strike?
It could get in the house.
Right?
Well, I think he's like a cobra, like a real yeah.
Okay. And also you can just call it juvenile racer.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. So we went to the store.
Okay.
And we got a ball python.
The snake store.
For Isley, for the 5-year-old.
No, I will say this. Now, we asked Michael to bring headlines tonight and to bring a portion of the Icebreaker, and he also brought a python with him, and that's real.
Yeah.
But for the episode, if you're just tuning in, so just to give you a little outline, we have headlines. We've got an Icebreaker. Josh, you want to tell them what the Icebreaker is?
Yeah, I do, but I can't.
All right.
So it's a secret.
But there's going to be one.
There will be.
And then the story is about, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's
Happy
teach me
Thanksgiving.
something.
Yeah.
It's teach me something. I'm sorry. Some people tune out when they hear they have to learn. But it is teach me something.
Jinx on them. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Episode 353, I believe. And Michael's here with his snake.
Okay, headlines.
Headlines, Michael.
So
now, Michael, you're going to do this with a snake on the arm. Is that? I
am going to do it with a snake on the arm, and in honor of me holding a snake on TV, I did decide we're only doing snake headlines.
Come on, dude.
Ew,
just snake headlines.
The first in history of our show to do snake headlines, bro.
Yeah, and honestly,
all right, I like it.
Why? Why hasn't it been done before?
No snake folks. Dude. Not enough snake folks.
I think because Wayne and I don't like snakes. We hate snakes.
Well, I personally feel, and it's a mantle I've decided to pick up, that snakes are getting such a bad rap, but they're just great animals. Like, do you like rats?
No.
No.
How about we get something that eats them? Don't people like cats for that reason? I think snakes should be held to the same esteem as cats.
Bro, this guy's a snake salesman, isn't he? I mean, he's really.
Wow, I don't like cats either. Cats are indifferent. They're not needy enough. I need a needy.
Right.
He doesn't like any animal from Egypt, he says. So that's part of it, if I should put that out there.
Well, snakes were imported
Right.
from the garden.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
dummy.
okay. Yeah.
So-
Sorry, I haven't read the Bible in a while. Okay, so your first headline's about snakes.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Florida
between
man.
the Tigris and the Euphrates, dude.
Right. It's between the Tigris and the Euphrates, but Egypt was named Egypt later, so it doesn't count.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
I got you.
Everyone knows
Dude,
that.
I've read the book.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah. All right. Florida man cited for prohibited reptile violations after boa found in front seat.
Yeah, that's you. This is you right now. You're going to get
Yeah,
excited
dude,
for
yeah.
this.
Okay. Nope. That's not
And
what he got
they
cited
call
for.
it boa, right?
Mm.
They're allowed to shorten it. The news is.
The news is allowed to shorten it to boa.
Okay.
We can call it a constrictor for
We're
short
the
too.
news. We can
Depends.
call it whatever we
yeah.
want.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. He wasn't. That's not the original citation. The
Okay.
original citation is he was doing some
Sure.
lawn work and he pulled up to a Florida waterway and instead of dumping it properly, he was like, "I'll just throw it in this river."
Dude, I get it, dude.
Yeah, it's
Blue-collar
like,
work is tough. Sometimes
yeah,
you just want to go home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's like, I cut all this stuff. I'm not paying the fee to dump it.
Yeah.
Look at that river.
Yeah,
It's going to
of
take
course,
it away.
dude.
It's going to bring it to the ocean. It's going to feed the fishes.
And I want to assume good intentions.
I love
You know what
it.
I mean?
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
assume
of
good
course,
intentions
yeah.
here.
And he's quoted in the article,
Yeah.
and he said, I had good intentions.
I had good intentions.
Yep.
Right.
I read that article. I was going to present it, but I was like, no, I think Michael's got it.
Yeah.
He's got the snake.
Because you knew if you did it, you'd have to hold a snake.
What's the punishment
have to
for a
hold the
snake
snakes to
citation?
talk.
So here's what happened. They show up, and the officers are, they're getting at him. And one of them checks his
They're
car,
perturbed.
and there's just a loose juvenile rainbow boa constrictor in his front seat.
Mm.
And
Now, is that more expensive than the yellow one?
a rainbow
you have
boa
in your
would be
hand?
more expensive? Yeah.
Just because of his
Yeah.
orientation.
Oh, wow. This
I
guy.
I personally wanted a boa, but I was told no
Okay.
by
Gotcha.
my wife.
Yeah.
So
What is this one? Oh, python.
This is a ball python,
Okay.
and they're called ball
Oh,
pythons. And we're getting away
Yeah,
from
please.
the article
I
here,
know. I need
because
to know.
when they're nervous, they curl up into a ball and they hide their face.
Same, dude.
And,
Like
yeah,
a pretzel.
yeah, like a pretzel,
Interesting.
and that's how she got the name.
Okay.
So when the officers are like, "What do you have in this thing?" and this is a
Dude.
quote from the article, he said, "I got snakes and stuff in there."
Really?
Yep,
He was
Okay,
honest
well,
with the cops.
that's,
Like,
yeah,
there's snakes and
um,
stuff.
there's snakes and stuff. So
Yeah,
it turns out,
pluralizing stuff. Yeah, that's weird.
they decide to go search his house, and at his house they saw that he had he got 20 counts of illegal possession of species that require special permits, and this is going to be wild, but he was not taking care of them very well, and he had a bunch of citations for his caging techniques.
Okay.
But he said, and
Yeah.
I'm kind
Yeah,
of with
yeah,
him
yeah.
on this, I found some of those, so I didn't think you had to have a permit.
Okay. Well, of course you would be with him because you did it last
Well,
week.
yeah, no, I'm in agreement. You find a snake, why do I have to slap a permit on it?
This is
Yeah.
America, baby.
Technically, there was also a
Yeah.
Nile monitor and a black and white TU, but
Was
I
that?
don't
but
even know
also
what those words are.
two Burmese pythons,
Mhm.
and it turns
know
out
that.
so they did take
You
away
got to
his
send them to Burma.
yeah they did take away his illegal animals. Oh, she's getting comfortable. She's crawling away.
Yeah, she's doing a little tongue
Can
thing.
I,
She's-
can
she's
I
like,
ask?
Yep.
The original citation was in a car?
The original citation is he had a trailer and he was and
Yeah.
and how they got onto the snakes is
Attached
he
to
had
a
some
car.
live snakes sitting in his front seat,
Mm.
just kind of
And they decided, let's
kinda
search his
rattling around.
house.
yeah. I mean,
Well,
I'll be honest.
well,
it
yeah,
doesn't seem like
don't
a
like
stretch.
that.
Well, the cops, I think, will
It
do
feels like an
anything
overstep. It
to
feels
come
like an
inside your
overstep.
home.
Okay, you're calling it an overstep.
Well, can I
I'm
say,
polluting. You don't get to come in my house just because I pollute.
I'll
Here's
say
my
this.
thing. I think if you're polluting yard waste, aren't
Yeah.
we giving it back to the environment?
Exactly where I was going with that. If someone,
Of course, yeah,
if
you're back
someone-
on my team. Welcome.
So, someone's got a house full of snakes, and the cops don't trust that
Yeah.
person to not know what to do with a snake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like he probably knew what he was doing, putting in that body
Also,
of
what's
water.
a skinny snake look like?
Yeah. Wayne.
I've never seen one. I only got fat ones.
Oh, okay.
But I But here's my thing, though, dude. I'll say this. One last thing is I agree with Josh. If the citation's happening in your car because you put some stuff you shouldn't have put into a river, but just heads up, it's natural stuff found in a river, and then the cops go, hey, we're going to your house next. It does.
No.
Yeah, I'll agree. Maybe it's an overstep.
Yeah. Thank you for saying
overstep
that,
for sure.
All right. So
you want to go to my grandma's house too?
yeah.
She's got snakes.
Where does it end?
Yeah, his grandma was Carol actually, and
Baskins.
That's how she
Tiger King.
she found some of those.
She's
tigers.
a cool lady. I sold her some real estate.
That's pretty cool.
I remember that.
Wait, so this guy he pay a fine or what? He go to jail? Or?
He went to jail.
Definitely.
Yeah, he went to jail for it.
For snakes, dude?
Well,
I just can't right now.
I think
know. I mean, it's not puppies.
On this Thanksgiving.
I'm just kidding. All animals are equal.
That's right.
Humans are above.
Right.
Happy
all animals
Thanksgiving. That's right.
are below.
Yeah.
Are there
Turkeys are
illegal
delicious.
puppies?
Not in Florida.
Well, I mean, if you get in the right circles, there are.
Okay. You and Jeffrey.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, the giraffe from Toys R Us.
Yeah. Running a puppy mill out there in Toys R Us.
Yep. All right. Second headline.
Okay. Headline number 2.
Here we go. Florida man, serial snake thief arrested at Florida pet store after putting snake in pants.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, typically, Florida men are arrested for taking a snake out of their pants.
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
But I think if there's room,
Dude, more
you
the
can fill
merrier
it. You
in
can-
there.
yeah, fill it.
Yeah, more the merrier.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I got gaucho bands. I could throw an anaconda in here.
Yeah.
I don't have any room in my pants, but I could see where other people could.
Other people
perhaps.
could.
Yeah, but now this guy's a
I'm
serial
baggy,
snake
MC
thief.
Hammer style.
Yep. So it turns out he does have a habit of throwing snakes in his clothes and then sneaking out of stores.
Does he have special snake pants
My
it's like
question
a
is-
pocket that keeps him away from the export and stuff?
I think the
great question.
pocket is just pull out your waistline, drop it down there.
Yep.
But then there's valuable stuff down there that could be constricted.
I agree. Like I'm a bit
Maybe
loose
Kevlar
with
underwear.
holding. I was over on the couch.
Yeah, you were.
And I had put pretzel under my shirt.
Mhm.
Just letting her stay warm.
Yeah.
She was crawling up my back. She came out the top of my shirt. Call me a
Okay.
weird if you want. It's fine.
No, that's creepy.
But like,
I think
I wouldn't let her down my pants for sure.
Right. Well,
okay, why?
because of the
Because of the other
Yeah.
stuff.
valuables.
Right.
Yeah.
There's other valuables
Now,
down there. And I do
Can
want
I
to have
ask
more
a
kids.
personal question?
Yeah, go
As
ahead.
personal as you can get.
They can like dig, right?
Dig.
I think I haven't heard of that.
You think snakes?
Okay.
He might be looking for. He might be,
Because I
he might
want
be
it.
looking for a tunnel to China.
I'm
Yeah.
asking because I'm worried.
Yeah.
I think they look for hiding places.
Ew.
Can we just say that? Keep a snake out of your pants? Can we say that?
Yeah, I think we can keep a snake
no
in your
snakes
pants.
in
That's not
pants.
controversial.
Rule 1, FMOFM,
No
no
snake in
snakes.
No
pants.
snakes in your pants.
Okay, so this guy has a serial snake.
unless they're
thief.
attached.
Yeah, so he had actually at this particular store at least 2 other times taken snakes. He took about over $1,000 of snakes from them. And
So 2 snakes.
How much?
And
Yeah, 2
can you
snakes.
imagine that you put so many snakes down your pants that
No.
the employees recognize you when you walk in?
The
Wow,
guts
okay.
to go back after the first thievery.
Yeah.
Is
This guy's going to ask
crazy.
to see the snakes. He's going
Well,
to ask to see the snakes.
Your
Yeah.
best
See
friend
snakes.
Mike, the cop, he say that criminals always return to the scene of the crime.
It sounds like
They have
something
to.
a cop would
It's an
say. Yeah.
addiction.
Yeah, and dude, so here's the thing. There's one pet store that I know of in town. And PetSmart. And those employees
This one's
don't.
from Family Reptiles.
Wait, what?
Called Family
Ew.
Reptiles.
Where at?
Can we swing by?
No,
coming
right.
back by
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
tomorrow.
We may
Yeah,
be
let's go
able
by,
to.
let's go
Maybe-
by, let's
Can
go
you
by.
gift them a snake?
You know what? They've
What?
got a little gator in there,
Yeah.
Ew.
and they've got some huge snakes that they told me they use only for educational purposes.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna
What's it
pitch
going to educate me on how big a snake can get?
what to be scared of if you're in the Everglades.
Snakes? I'm scared of snakes.
I think the next episode that we do together
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
at Family Reptiles.
I'm way down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
that,
all right.
or you could help me fulfill my lifelong dream of catching pythons in the Everglades during the what's the challenge that they do?
Catching
that-
and killing?
That's what. No, just catching and bagging.
Catching and
Bag
bagging.
and tag. Bag and
It
tag.
is. It's
Okay.
it is one
But
of
what
my
happens
dreams.
to them? But what
They-
happens to them?
They relocate them into a few different pieces.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was worried
They're
about.
shipped separately.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's because those snakes are
Invasive.
they're invasive, and that's why.
It is conservation.
Your snake's not invasive.
No. My snake.
Born
you know
here.
what was most invasive? The snake that guy put into his pants.
Okay, back on the headlines. Here we go.
Okay, yeah,
Snake
yeah,
in the
of course.
pants, snake thief.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of done with this.
Yeah,
the
he
snake
got
thief.
arrested, right?
Yeah, he got arrested. Turns out you can't steal anything,
Snakes.
but
You can't
also
steal anything.
snakes. Also
Richard
snakes.
Gere stole a hamster
Well.
from a pet store one
No,
time.
that's
and then-
just a rumor. That's like the Marilyn Manson one. You fall for all of these.
well,
Was it AI?
I don't know how to critically think.
Right. I've always said that.
Wow, what a week, guys. I'm back.
Hey,
Man,
welcome back.
I can't believe
Lou.
like with the Epstein stuff, huh?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's nuts, dude. Happy
Anyways,
Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm stuffed.
I'm taking over for Michael Mutz right now.
Yes.
He went to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he had to
And-
do. He had a big turkey.
Right.
Big
You
turkey.
had too
meal.
much gravy.
He
Yeah.
had too much gravy.
Yeah.
So speaking of too much gravy, I'm seeing too many movies.
Oh no! Take his
Oh,
wallet
movie
away.
pass.
And so I'm here
Yeah.
to talk about another 5-minute film
Which one?
corner. 2 weeks in a row.
All right.
And
That's fine.
Happy
That's fine.
Thanksgiving. You get a little treat.
That's right.
It's a 5-minute film
Thank
corner.
you.
Today we're talking about the movie on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
It's the cultural juggernaut that's taken over the last year.
The sequel to The Passion.
It's a true
hold on.
story of
Battleship.
friendship in the midst of a
Battleship.
magical, music-filled world.
Okay.
Two friends going on a journey, inspired by one of the greatest movies of all time,
Minecraft.
Hamilton.
starring one of the biggest pop stars in the world.
Michael Jackson.
21 Jump Street.
I had a wickedly good time watching
Wicked
Oh.
Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
2.
Let's
No,
go.
you went. You
I
saw?
went. I saw.
He flew to Atlanta to watch it and
Oh.
came back today.
You like Nirvana,
I was
the
gonna
band?
go. I wanted to go.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
So, guys, I
I'm
didn't
too
see
poor.
Wicked.
There's
We're
not
good.
enough Patreon members from
No, no, we need to send Josh around the world to watch a movie. Please, guys, please.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Wicked, I'm sure, next week.
Yeah, or
We'll
whatever.
we'll figure
Well,
it
we're not
out.
going to give you
Yeah.
3 in a row, dude.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No, can't. You got to pay
So,
for that.
So, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie is
Yeah.
the
How do you describe
continuation
it?
of the web show turned TV show turned kind of like Lost Media because it's hard to watch.
That's a cool
It is
progression.
hard to find. You
That's
have
a
to
really
have
cool progression.
archive.org. You got to go.
You do, and Google Drive.
I use that
So,
for other stuff.
Nirvana, the
Drive,
band, the show sees Nirvana, the band, hatch their biggest plan yet to book a show at the small Toronto local bar, the Rivoli.
Okay.
So
now,
it's Matt
Luke,
Johnson.
people will think Nirvana, the band, didn't
Well-
that guy shoot himself?
And people were thinking, well, maybe Luke's going to talk about this in his review. And so we'll get to it, Josh. We'll get to it. Matt Johnson and
I'm
Jay
so
McCarroll
done
are
here.
back, writing, directing, starring, and this amazing movie that I really don't want to say anything about because I don't want to spoil it.
Josh fell asleep, dude.
So I'm going to talk about the history of the show to kind of give everyone
Our
a
show?
little- No, but
Oh.
Nirvana, the band,
our show.
the
Now I'm
movie.
in.
Okay, okay.
So Nirvana, the band, the show is about Matt and Jay
Yeah.
as Nirvana, the band that one has never written any music.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
2 doesn't know about the actual band Nirvana.
Okay.
And 3,
Okay.
all they want to do is book a show at a small Toronto-based bar called the Rivoli.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's all they
it's
want.
cool though. It's
That
a cool
sounds
bar.
fair.
Never ever taken the easy way. They hatch plans such as a giant banner across the street,
My
making
favorite.
a parade float, stealing a Make-A-Wish boy, 3D
Oh.
printing a gun and robbing a bank,
Yes.
joining a GoldenEye speed run. You know, like the usual
Yes.
plans of how you book a gig.
Yes.
That's how
So
we
what
do
you
it.
done? You guys
I
are in a
would
band.
I've stolen a bunch of boys.
What?
What?
Huh?
Okay. The series is very meta in its use of film as inspiration. Like the title intro
Jurassic
for
Park.
a Daredevil parody episode was the Daredevil show.
Okay.
To copy the
What?
show's style. Like at the end of the episode, he's blind and he beats up some bullies and it's filmed like an action scene from
That's cool.
the show Daredevil.
Yeah.
To direct footage of movies in theaters, movies on TV. Like they filmed an episode during the premiere of The Force Awakens.
It's like multimedia art in a way.
How's that
Yeah.
even possible?
It's a weird legal thing that I don't. And there's a lot of things in the movie where I'm legally like, how am I seeing this right now?
Yeah, and how are you allowed to talk about it on
Wow.
our show legally?
I
mean,
know.
legally,
They're gonna come
Josh
for us.
Josh just showed male bum on a
Last
week,
week.
a week
Last
ago.
week.
A week ago, Josh showed
Last
male
week,
bum
last
on
week,
our live
Last week,
stream.
last week.
Yeah.
yeah.
on top of
and
that,
we're
the
still feeling the repercussions.
Yeah, please subscribe to our
I am,
Patreon. They
trust me.
took all of our money.
Yeah.
On top of that, the show's filmed like a documentary
money?
style, which has them running into real people and filming their reactions.
Like Borat.
Kind of, yeah. But more so.
No, kind of.
When they run into people, it kind of changes the direction of the episode.
That's cool.
Like I'm talking about the Daredevil episode a lot to kind of spoil it.
Yeah.
Because the other one's fine.
Yeah.
But he's playing with devil sticks in the beginning.
What does that mean?
Oh, man.
It's
yeah,
the
I seen
fire
those at Busch
sticks you
Gardens.
toss around.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Devil sticks.
And
$29.99 at Busch Gardens.
a stranger walks by and makes fun of him.
Yeah.
And so the whole episode's about him like dealing with that, like people making
The
fun
fallout
of him.
of being into weird stuff.
Because you can't get more than like 5 or 8 slaps on them devil sticks.
Right. I can't get
before
one.
it falls.
Mhm.
With the same style, they previously made 3 great movies: The Dirties.
Never
you
saw
guys
it.
never seen
No.
Operation Avalanche, my favorite,
Never saw that.
and Blackberry.
Okay.
Did you watch Blackberry?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Whatever.
Okay, these are 3
Uh,
movies that somehow slipped by us.
They all
Yeah.
follow the same mockumentary style. The Dirties is about these kids making a movie, and then they ends up in kind of like a
Meta.
school shooting kind of thing. Operation Avalanche is about that. No, he's doing the eyes. Operation Avalanche is about faking the moon landing.
Yeah.
And Blackberry is about
That's real.
Blackberries.
Blackberries.
The phone.
the phone.
Yes.
The phone or
Uh,
the fruit?
Both.
Yes.
So I flew up to Atlanta to
Nice.
catch the premiere of the movie. They're touring it around right now before it comes out in
NetJet?
theaters.
Private jet? How'd you fly?
Spirit on the way up, Frontier on the way back.
Okay. Pour both
Okay.
ways.
My butt hurts.
Yeah.
But I got to watch this movie.
Well, that was your date.
I know. And it, and it comes out.
Sorry.
It doesn't come
You can't
out.
feed me that line.
It doesn't come out until February of next year.
Whoa.
So we got a
Oh my
few
gosh,
months to
dude!
wait.
I gotta wait 4 months.
That's
so-
a Motham press pass, baby.
I did get to meet Matt Johnson and
No way. Which one's
Southeastern?
that? The white
Matt,
guy?
Your old roommate?
the one with the fedora.
Yeah, I like
I got
that
to meet him and talk to him, which was really cool. And so,
What'd
if
you
you
say?
want,
What'd you say to him?
I said hi. If you want
Can
zero
you replay
spoilers,
the whole conversation?
zero spoilers from the movie. Skip 15 seconds
Yeah,
ahead.
thank you.
But just know I give it 10 Gators out of 5 Gators.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So
okay.
spoilers
This is
are
gonna
coming.
break the internet.
Spoilers are coming in because I'm going to say the basic plot of the film because I
Okay.
want to get you two's
Yeah, yeah,
reaction.
yeah.
So skip ahead 15
Did
seconds.
they get the show?
Matt and Jay, after failing to skydive into a baseball stadium as a publicity stunt to book a show at the Rivoli, accidentally create a time machine RV powered by Orbitz to travel to 2008, and they have to save the timeline, but more importantly, save their friendship.
Come on. Wow.
Orbit's the drink?
Orbit's the drink,
Wow.
which
Oh
we can
my
say because
gosh, with
that's
the little, like,
that's the poster of the
Silicone
movie.
beads.
Yeah,
Wait,
Oh, cool.
why did your butt hurt?
from the seats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're very thick.
It was a great movie. The worst part was the Q&A afterwards because Q&As are always
Yeah, a bit forced,
weird.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they were really cool.
What was your favorite
And-
part of filming?
No, basically
your
that,
favorite
that
part
was,
of
that was every
filming?
question. Or it'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm a comedian as well. Who are your influences?
Oh my God.
Oh.
And it's like,
Here's my
shut
handle.
up.
Yeah, get out of here,
Yeah.
dude.
Who are your influences,
Yeah.
Josh?
Mitch Hedberg, mostly.
That's great, dude.
So 5-minute film corner,
Yeah,
more
Doug
like
Stanhope.
10-minute rambling section.
Oh,
Yeah,
right?
Bob Mortimer for my influence.
If
Bob
we
Mortimer,
get
yeah.
if we get
Norm
10,
Macdonald.
if we get 10 likes on the YouTube video, me,
Okay.
Wayne, and Josh will
Oh.
go watch Wicked for Good together.
All right, it's fun. Yeah, you heard
Okay,
that here.
Wicked for good.
That just means we're gonna go see it no matter what. So you guys better
We're not going to talk about it,
no
but for 10 likes,
Ew,
we'll go see
yeah,
it.
no.
smash that
gross.
like button.
Smash it
Oh,
right
Green
now.
Butt's in it, right?
No.
Hey, fellas.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Let me just clear my voice.
Bless you, bless you.
I know that the women of the audience like a lower register.
They do.
You've read my
and
favorite
some of the
book?
men, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And some of the men, of course.
Yeah.
So today I bring you an icebreaker we call Teach Me Something.
Mm.
And we already learned enough about snakes, if I may.
I disagree.
No.
Yeah.
You could
So-
you could Duolingo a class on snakes and not learn enough.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I like that. I like that anecdote. So I'll start us off because I know it's not snake related.
Okay.
If that's
Yeah,
cool.
go
with
ahead,
you.
Josh. Teach me something.
So today I bring you it's a tale of national uprising.
Okay.
One that's sweeping, so transformative. It changed the lives of millions. It's an organized movement, decades in the making, of course. A revolution powered by the people,
Wow. Okay.
fueled by desperation,
Come on.
and remembered for its whiteness.
All right. Yeah. Tea party.
Okay, sorry about that. A steam pipe exploded in my room in the form of a dog. scratching her ear.
Roxy.
So every Thanksgiving, we honor tradition.
Come on.
Turkey,
Come
stuffing
on.
potatoes.
That's right.
The annual argument about historic events, which one was real, which one wasn't.
Yep.
9/11.
That's right.
So allow me to contribute one more misunderstood revolution.
Wow.
I'm going to talk to you about a geopolitical uprising. This movement began quietly in villages. Local leaders, of course, they rose up. The government got involved, which we hate to see.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we had power
I
struggles.
thought you were a Democrat.
Yeah, I am. I'm a leftist more than I am a Democrat.
Come on,
Okay.
preach.
Hopefully that helps.
You threw
And
me
before
off
long, entire regions joined the cause. Not like our last episode when we talked about Italy,
Mm-hmm.
but more similar to what I'm about to speak about.
This is
So-
quite a runway.
Yeah, I'm building it. I'm building it slowly.
Wow.
So farmers, they ended up banding together, and they overthrew the system that held them back for generations. They call this the White Revolution.
Wow.
Who was holding them down? So suddenly the nation was producing more white product than ever before.
Oh, okay.
I think I know where we're going here.
I still haven't
Children
got
grew up surrounded by it. And that, of course, that white revolution is how India created the largest dairy cooperative system in human history.
Oh, wow. The India Dairy Co-op, dude. I've been
Yeah,
waiting to hear
dude.
about this.
They call it the white revolution.
I bet they
It's
do.
celebrated around the same time that Thanksgiving is.
Yeah, on January 6th.
So yeah, basically, Indian farmers got together and they they decided, hey, let's put all our milk together. Let's sell it to the entire world.
Wow.
So they did that with cows, which they some of them deem holy. They did that with water buffalo also.
Wow.
and-
Water buffalo don't make
and-
milk.
How do you know which thing you're getting?
That's true. You
Yeah,
can
well,
taste
there's
that.
horns on it,
Yes.
I think.
Right. Yes.
or it's watered down.
yeah.
Basically, in the 90s, India became basically what the Saudi Arabia is, but of dairy.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
So that was their
Doesn't-
main kind of import export. This is like how they're making
Oh,
their
100%.
they're making their money.
They,
Well, I think
they
because you
actually
can't-
had,
You can't kill cows.
you can't kill cows.
So obviously it's an overpopulation
Yeah.
thing.
okay.
So it's like a pyramid scheme, but where cows and their udders are the downline.
okay. I got
That's
you.
what I'm reading here.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They had the dairy giant. So this conglomerate, the dairy giant, had a mascot named a mule.
Okay.
Which is confusing because a mule is another animal for
right.
us.
Also doesn't
English.
produce milk. But yeah.
It looked like Kool-Aid Man's niece.
The mule did?
The mule?
Just a big bag of milk
Yeah.
breaking through your wall.
Chunky
Okay.
milk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, all this happened in the 1970s. This revolution happened, and then by the 1990s, they were the largest dairy exporter in the entire world. If you drank milk in the 90s, it probably came from India.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want milk that had to get shipped across an ocean.
Yeah, and I want to be honest and say I don't want milk
Yeah.
from India. You know what I mean? Like,
It's either India or another place. That's the end of the quote. I didn't want to say that part.
oh,
Okay,
gotcha.
For me, it feels like it is a good pyramid scheme because by the time you receive the milk,
It's
the
spoiled.
used best by date is 2 days away.
That's what I'm saying. How
so
would
you're
you
only
even get it
drinking
here?
an eighth of a carton at a time.
Dude, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, and there's no fault of Josh's. I mean, like, it's not his fault
This is
that
just the white revolution, okay?
100%. I mean, I'm just saying, India being the number one exporter of milk is shocking to
Yeah.
me. Like, I would have
Thirsty?
never guessed. No, I would have
That
never.
was their slogan. It just said thirsty?
got the
Question
milk?
mark?
Oh, with yes,
Well, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With-
we
with-
piped that one in.
yeah, with Yasmin Bleeth being the cover girl. Remember
Yeah,
that?
the milkmaid.
That was
Yeah.
the photo from the 90s.
Yeah, that's what they do to talk about now. Yasmin, please.
Yeah, because she has the milk mustache, and that's how I fell in
Yeah.
love. No
They go,
idea it was from
"Leche."
India. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, who knew?
Okay, so
Wow.
now, Michael, do you mind as our guest going last, and I'll teach you something?
Yeah,
and Josh
absolutely.
something?
I'm happy to go last.
If you can, I mean,
I do have one
if you
last
choose
question.
to follow, if you choose to follow that,
I don't think we have a
Yeah,
choice.
I don't think I would.
No, I have to follow the milk
If you
revolution.
can soften it, I've got
you have
basically nothing to
you
teach
said
you.
you said you had one more milk question for
My
for-
last milk question was just: Is
Yeah,
that
please.
where this is where the government cheese revolution came from? It's because India,
it's nearby. Yeah.
like India started it. America was like, we got to be better,
We could do that
and
too.
so the government
Yeah,
was like,
no, that was the
subsidize the
exact
milk.
quote.
We're
Yeah.
going to beat out
Yeah.
India, and then all
It
of
was
a sudden,
Nixon, Gorbachev, and they're like, we got to be better.
Yep,
Yeah, interesting,
It
dude.
makes
Very
sense.
interesting.
Makes a lot of sense.
Mine doesn't have really anything to do with milk. It's equally
Oh, well,
strange.
that's offensive.
You know, I didn't know that was the theme. I thought it was Thanksgiving. So in fact, mine has nothing to do with Thanksgiving either. I'm not sure why I said that. So I'm
Oh,
teaching you
okay.
both about the dancing plague of 1518. Okay.
Okay.
The dancing plague of
Okay.
1518. Now,
Is that
in
a
the-
guy named Dan Zing?
No, this is
Got it.
dancing. So there's a place. It's a medieval town called Strasbourg, and it's dealing with famine and disease, and just
okay.
like a general mood of like everything hurts and I'm dying. If that makes sense. Like that's kind of like
this
the
sucks. I think that's
Yes.
that's the Gen Beta version. This sucks.
1500s were not a great time to be alive in a lot of places. I mean, it was tough.
No, yeah.
And so, right in the middle of all of this, a woman
Yeah.
named Frau Trophia,
That's fake.
she walks
Yeah,
out
that's fake.
into the street and she starts dancing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not dancing joyfully. She's not dancing to
Oh.
music. She's just uncontrollably dancing.
So she's dancing, but she has a frowny face on.
Yeah, and the witnesses said that it looks like she was in a trance. Her arms were flailing, her feet were moving. Folks have said the same thing about me when I dance. Like he's in a trance. He's not even controlling.
Well, I
any
think
of
that's
these-
ecstasy most of the time.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mhm.
say, is this natural or this is a different kind of
No,
white
this is
product?
MDMT or something.
This is what's crazy, dude. Okay, so witnesses say it's like she's dancing against her will. Within a week,
Is this kratom?
dude. Okay, within a week, 30 people had joined her, and not like in a fun way. Not like in she's dancing now we're
okay.
dancing.
So sporadically, it's like 3 hours later.
More
JoJo
dancers.
Johnson
Yes.
is out there.
So
Woof.
pain didn't stop them. Like exhaustion didn't. Like they're all out there dancing, and there was like
And they're
with
not
a-
communicating.
Like you're telling me there were
They're
no,
just-
there's no breaks.
There's no breaks, and like they
And
were
no
in a
music?
trance. No music was playing. Okay.
Oh, okay. Not
By
even
the-
Darude.
No, Sandstorm. No. By the end of the first month, there were 400 people dancing
going to work?
nonstop in the streets of this town, dude. So they started calling it a plague.
Okay.
They said it was a
Oh.
plague of dancers in this small
Yeah.
medieval town.
Mm-hmm.
People were shaking, collapsing, getting back up, dancing again. Like literally, they
Okay,
even wrote
seizures
this
and
down
stuff.
that the only
Yeah.
time they stopped is when they danced to their death. So
Hmm.
people
that's
literally
unfortunate.
from exhaustion
Yeah.
died from dancing. Okay, so here's the thing: they call in doctors from all around the world.
After
and
the death or like
when people started
during-
dying, they started calling people
yeah,
doctors
that's
in.
probably
That's
a
when
good
they were
red
like,
flag.
"Hey, we should
Yeah.
we should figure this out."
100%.
Hey, like the dancing's cool. I don't care.
Well, the
But
outside
you start dying from it, I care.
Yeah.
Well, the outside doctors diagnosed them, and I hand to God, this is all true. Diagnosed them with something called hot blood, and
All right.
their
Now,
solution.
what's the real thing that they diagnosed him with?
Okay, so
Not like a made up one.
that's what they're saying.
that you
Hot
made
blood.
up.
Their solution to this
Yeah.
problem, hand to God,
Ice
hand to
bags.
God. The solution to the problem was more dancing, and so
Oh, okay.
they tell the city
Okay.
government
Yeah.
to bring in hired musicians and drummers and pipers, and they
Okay.
essentially turned
Oh,
it
you got
into
to break them out of the dance.
Can I ask
get
a
it.
question? How if
Yeah.
you're dancing nonstop, how can you get more?
Well, I think what they
dancing.
wanted to do was that what they felt like if they were able to dance it out, they'll get better. And the city's replying and going, people are dying from this. Like they're dancing until they fall over. And these foreign doctors are like, hot blood, get them dancing. They got to get the music on, get the pipers
Okay,
here.
they're doing like a slow
Like-
dance, and then it's like, oh well, why don't you try Jamaican daggering?
Well,
That'll
it's-
break you out.
It's
of it.
described as flailing about. They're saying like it's frantic. Like
do you
it's-
think that if dubstep was out then, that it would have saved their lives.
Like Skrillex would have been like a
like if
a
it was
savior.
Skrillex, that would
I
have
don't know
gotten
if
them
I've
to the
ever
level of
danced to
dancing that would have
Skrillex,
stopped them.
though.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
through the lens of just science, I guess. Now looking back at what it was,
Through the lens of science.
yeah, scientists believe that it was actually
Ecstasy.
it's ERGOT, ergo poisoning is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing.
It basically
I've never heard of it.
It's
so
a
I think it's
medieval
made up.
poison that gives you symptoms of LSD, like hallucinations and convulsions.
Cool.
And so these
Okay.
people were dancing about as if they were on LSD, but it was actually ergo poisoning.
Okay, I think you're thinking LSD, ergo.
You see the
drug.
connection.
Ergo.
It essentially was
Yeah.
a psychosis that fell over the town because they were all poisoned.
By
They don't
Wow.
know. That's the issue.
today,
It's-
they
the
still
water
don't know.
well.
Ergo poisoning is caused traditionally by fungus that grows, and it's so small that you don't realize you're consuming it. So they believe that perhaps these folks were consuming fungus, didn't realize it, and
Okay.
they danced to their death. And which is
Wow.
this is
dude.
real, dude. This is the again
What
the
a good way to get rid of people you don't like.
the dancing plague of 1518.
Has it ever
How do we get some
happened?
ergo?
Has it ever happened since?
Not that I looked into.
So do you feel
Yeah.
like maybe it was just
Like a-
ecstasy or LSD or
They got
Well,
to a bad
ergo
batch.
is
Of,
also a drug. Yeah.
ergo?
They got to a bad
I
batch
haven't
of
heard of half
something.
of whatever these drugs are.
Honestly, it's hard to take your opinion, Michael. You're holding a snake in your hand,
I would say I'm
like some
the
weird
most
pickup artist.
stable person in the room because I'm so comfortable.
Well, and if you move too soon, the snake gets fidgety, and
Right.
that's when the trouble starts. Now you
Yeah.
learned about milk from India, and you've learned about the dance folks who dance to their
Dance.
death. Now,
In Italy.
what do you got for us?
Okay. Here's the thing.
Teach us something, man.
First, I wanted to teach you how to.
Yeah.
The number one
Nope.
question that your listeners asked
Nope.
Yep,
was how can I approach and hold a snake?
that's a great question.
And I
That's
know-
a great
I got this
question.
one by the head.
Yep,
Yep.
and hold
Yep.
it like
You're
this.
supposed to grab it in the head as fast as you can.
Yep, and if you
But
Yeah.
I was feeling inspired,
okay,
and I thought, you know what? I will answer that question,
Yeah.
which is just be slow,
yeah,
pick
Come
them
on.
up, pick them up. Approach from the side so they can see you. Don't approach from the
Okay.
top.
Yep.
And don't leave them hanging. You have
Oh,
2 points of
don't leave 'em
contact on their
hanging.
body.
yeah.
But
Like if
I
you're
actually
gonna touch
thought,
them, touch them.
yeah, if
Don't
you're gonna
act
touch
like you're
them,
gonna
really
touch
touch
'em.
them.
Commit to it, right?
Yeah.
Don't just look at it.
That's
touch
what Jeffrey
it.
Epstein
Right.
said. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Michael, can I ask a personal question? Is a snake 10% head, 90% tail?
I would say 5% head.
That's what I'm talking about.
95% tail.
Yeah, 95% tail.
Okay, cool.
So here's what I thought. I was thinking about the 70s and the 90s, same period
eras.
of revolution for the
Mhm.
white revolution.
That's right. The milk.
And I
Yeah,
thought,
milk.
what else happened in Florida during that time period that we're
Mm.
still seeing the effects of today? And I'll
Great
answer it.
question.
Yeah.
It's how
Yeah, good
the
question.
Everglades became overrun with pythons.
Okay.
So that's what I'm
Why?
teaching you now. It
Why?
was in the 70s to the 90s. There was a boom of exotic pet trade. People were getting pythons. People were buying pythons in mass.
Why?
This was before people started. Somebody must have started some revolution to try to demonize snakes.
The Bible.
Oh,
It
Yeah,
might have been the Bible.
Yeah.
But back before that,
Yeah.
people were thrilled
There's
about
no
it.
before
So
that.
what ended up happening was that's a really good point. So it must have been something different then.
Sorry.
something different.
It just gets me whenever he talks about theology. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts
Yeah.
of listening to the
sorry. Yeah.
episode.
No. Sorry. He gets me every time.
If we could do the next teach me section, if you could
Convert Josh.
if
Oh,
you
I'd
could,
love to.
no,
Book
Josh,
of
if you
Ruth
could convert
coming up.
us,
That would be
Oh,
great.
that would
To
be-
Deconvert us
agnostic?
no,
All right.
no, I
I'm
want
gonna
you
read
to I
Rob
want-
Bell
to Hindu. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is
Hindu.
when snakes are when they're tiny, when they're
Right.
1.5,
Teenage.
1 feet, one
That's
and
a
half
tiny
feet long.
snake, you say.
Yeah,
You
this
say,
is a pretty-
Michael, I have a tiny snake.
Yeah, this one's only like a 1.5 foot probably.
Okay.
So when they were
yeah.
cute, they were people enjoyed them. But once they started getting 5, 6, 7 feet, people were like, never mind, I don't want this snake. So they started releasing
Yeah.
them into the wild. But
Now,
turns out,
can we all tie this back to what impresses women? Because why does a guy buy a snake?
Great question.
Here's what I've always said.
Yeah.
If you want to impress a woman, what they're always looking for.
Approach from the side.
Approach
Slow.
Yep. They're looking for good
Commit.
snakes.
Yeah.
And
looking for
Oh
what?
my God.
Good snakes.
Good
Good
snakes,
snakes.
yeah.
If you want to meet a woman, I've always said, you got to show them a good snake.
Yeah.
And to me, one of those will get you arrested.
Yep.
And the other one
As
is
it
impressive.
should.
You,
Well,
the
for
other
the-
one,
for
you can just hold
Yeah,
it in your
yeah, of
hand. You can
course,
say,
yeah.
"Hey, check out my snake."
Well, both of them get you arrested nowadays because the guy earlier in the headlines
should.
he
Both
got
should.
arrested.
Yeah.
that was
should.
for capturing and caging
I
illegal.
gotcha. Yeah.
You're right.
Uncage your snake.
Caging. Yeah.
So
Hey, we
the-
got to work up to that kink if I'm caging it.
So they buy him small.
Michael?
They buy him small, and real fast. How can I say it makes sense that a snake salesman would not tell the purchaser, "Hey, they're going to get 10 times this
Gross.
size."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Hey, would you like this
Yeah.
baby elephant in your house?" You'd be like, "Wow, this is cute. Yeah, I'll take it."
Dude,
if it's a
okay.
6-ton elephant, it's like, "Well, I don't really
I
want
don't
that
have
in
the
my
space.
house."
I don't have the
there's
space
No,
for
no.
it.
They do this though with potbelly pigs. I read like potbelly
Yes.
pigs don't exist; they become real pigs.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yep.
very true.
Yeah, I agreed.
Yeah.
And pit bulls too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love pit bulls.
Yep, I know you do. So here's the huge accelerator is Hurricane Andrew comes through in 1992, destroys everybody's homes, and through that, thousands of snakes escape their enclosures. And this
Dude,
is how
what
the
imagine that freedom. Like,
Yep.
obviously, I'm scared. I'm a snake. I'm the devil.
The government.
Yeah, and then everything around me gets leveled. And I'm like,
absolutely
all right, peace.
destroyed. And then the Everglades are warm, humid, great climate, endless hiding spots, tons of prey, no natural
Sex.
predators large enough to control them. And this is and they reproduce quickly. A single female can lay 50 to 100 eggs a year.
Well,
No. That shouldn't be real.
But it is, nonetheless.
And I want to say, with the Hurricane Andrew being the tipping point, when you think about how much destruction was there,
Yeah.
people probably didn't notice this happening in the Everglades for like a decade. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they probably
Well,
were
of course,
so
you go, all my
distracted.
snakes missing. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I lost a trail on I-4. I don't know where it went. but
Yeah.
it's-
You don't put up
it
a
is
missing
gone.
poster for your snake, right?
No, you're trying to rebuild your house.
That's right.
You forgot you have a
100%.
snake. Yep.
Yeah.
If I know a realtor, Michael Mutz, he can get you a house.
That's true.
Come on, dude.
You know what? I'm enjoying helping people get their houses right now.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
I don't
for
know if
that.
I should share it. But
Well, are you done with the snake facts first before you?
Oh.
Yeah, you're still holding the snake.
Oh,
by
I
the
don't
way.
know. The last part of it is just that the Everglades have seen a 90 to 99% decline in raccoons, possum, rabbits, and other
Oh,
mammals
that's
since
sad.
pythons
That's
became
sad,
common.
dude.
Everybody's
That's
getting
very
choked
sad.
out, dude. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, putting the pretzel down
Literally,
there.
figuratively.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's
Yeah.
why, to me, it feels like the proper duty of this podcast
Come on.
Yeah.
would be for us to go catch some pythons.
I think so, dude. I think now.
I'm going to push it until it's dead.
Before.
Or until we're dead.
dude. You're doing a public service, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, and
Hats off.
before you launched into your Teach Me Something, Michael, I want to say the response from this show and our audience was, no, let them live, let them be. But once you provided the case
Right.
for conservation,
Mhm.
now I'm like, hey, let's suit up and get out there, boys. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And girls, let's suit
Mhm.
up and get out there.
Is there a suit? Is there a snake suit you got to wear? Is it like
You'd have to
Keep you
find a
from being
really big one,
constricted?
and it'd have to have a nice, clean shedding.
Mine does. So a lot of people don't realize this, but the first
slow down?
Thanksgiving ever, Josh and Michael.
Thank you. Yeah.
The first Thanksgiving ever was
glad to be included.
recorded in Florida. Did we know that? Did you guys know that?
No.
I did not. I thought
Plymouth
it was
Rock?
in Plymouth.
That's right. That's
thank you.
actually like a hate crime. That's actually false information, fake news. The
Oh,
first
public school doesn't teach you good stuff, though.
no,
So.
the first Thanksgiving was in Florida, 1565. A Spaniard by the name of Pedro Menendez landed in St. Augustine, and the
Fits.
first thing he did was host a feast with the Timucuan tribe, which we've covered on the show before.
Oh, locals. He invited the locals.
The
Put out a
locals.
newsletter.
Well, everybody
He
assumes.
invited them to give them diseases that they couldn't handle.
Well, okay, so
Well,
yes,
the reverse.
yes. Well, okay, so everybody assumes this was just some sort of like peaceful kumbaya situation. It was not.
Yeah.
So when the Spanish arrived, when Pedro arrived, they were immediately at war with the French. So the Spanish and the French were at war together because the French controlled Florida at the time. So
what a weird spot to meet up.
Well, here's the thing. So the Spanish, when they arrived,
this is your land.
yeah,
sorry.
right, yeah. Wait, none of us belong. None of us belong here?
Unfortunately, we already decided to meet here, so we're gonna stay.
Yeah. So
That's what my squatters tell me.
Well, here's the thing. So the
they
Timucuan tribe were allies of the French, and the French had kind of unified.
Have you even met the Spanish?
That not yet. They have now. And so the Spanish, they give them a meal. They're like, "Hey, we are we're the new team, new option."
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And so the recorded menu on that first dinner was garbanzo stew, hard biscuits, salted pork, and then smoked local fish. That was the first menu.
I got a garbanzo joke.
Yep.
Nope. That's for Patreon.
Okay.
So that was the first Thanksgiving recorded. Now that peaceful meal between the Timucuan and the Spanish lasted like a day.
I'll say this. I think that meal run is harder to sell than the one that we got. And I think that's why we've publicized
the hard biscuits and the salted pork for sure.
Yeah. The garbanzo.
It was a marketing decision.
Well, shortly after the first meal, war broke out. Not only between the Spanish and the French, but also between the different native tribes here in Florida. So when the Spanish showed up and the Timucuan were allied with the French, it splintered those native alliances.
Well, I've always said if you want to break something up, get the people who are friends to fight each other first.
Come on, dude. This guy knows it.
Just
he
get
understands how to
involved.
do it. Yeah, he understands how to do it. Get involved. So for the next 150 years in Florida, Thanksgiving was basically just war. Okay.
That was celebration.
No, that was the one and only celebration.
That came later.
And then for 150 years. But in the late 1700s, when things began to calm down a little bit, Floridians were finally given their chance to establish their own Thanksgiving traditions. Okay.
How so?
Now, the first governor of Florida, a man named William Moseley, he famously said that for Thanksgiving, Floridians will eat whatever doesn't eat them first. That's a quote from our first governor.
Oh, that's still fact.
That's still true.
Yeah, whatever doesn't eat us first, we're going to eat it. That's how we live our life.
100%. Yep.
And now, considering the fact that one of the main courses in a traditional Florida Thanksgiving in the late 1700s, early 1800s, one of the traditional courses was alligator. That was like one of the for Thanksgiving. That's what Floridians feasted upon.
Should have been python. But.
So they see the most vicious animal and they're like, let's do that one.
Let's eat it. Let's have that one.
But I thought those ate them first. So there's been a lot of stories covered on the history of Florida men of people getting taken out by alligators.
The problem is
an alligator an
alligator can only eat one Floridian at a time.
So
while your buddy's getting eaten, you clobber it and then you prepare the meat for Thanksgiving.
I think it's a guillotine choke.
Yes, or like a full Nelson. So the average Florida menu for Thanksgiving in the 1800s consisted of fried gator tail, gator stew, swamp cabbage, venison, and cornbread. So we leveled up a bit with the venison and the cornbread.
Yeah. If I can, maybe that same step that I spoke of before last episode. We went to Wauchula, Florida, and their dish is swamp cabbage, which turns out to just be a palmetto plant.
I remember you saying it's just like it's soaked, right? Like just a
That's
palmetto,
just a palmetto
plant.
plant?
It's just the core of a palmetto plant. Yeah, it's the heart of it, and it's just so much black pepper on it.
It's kind of like when the British still eat like beans and mush. It's like, hey, the war's over, bro. Yeah. Eat real food. Like you don't have to eat, you know, you don't got to eat swamp stew. Yeah, swamp cabbage, whatever it's called.
Swamp cabbage.
That in fact, it was actually very rare for a family in Florida in Thanksgiving around this time to have a turkey. To have a turkey. Yeah, no, they did not at all.
Jeez.
No, it was literally the alligator was the main course. And so with anything, as time moves on, the culture of the rest of the United States began bleeding south into Florida, which we've talked about before, how like Florida was frontier. Yep. Yeah, 100 years ago, Florida was still considered frontier. So Florida begins to evolve their Thanksgiving traditions, catching up with the rest of the United States. However, I wanted to point something out, that there are still pockets of civilization in our state to this day that maintain the original Florida Thanksgiving menu. So
so they eat gators.
Yeah, so there are several cities in the Panhandle that still feature gator as the main dish during the Thanksgiving holiday.
If I can interrupt, I think that's
Honestly-
because the Panhandle is still running by the rule of we'll eat whatever doesn't eat us first.
100% agree.
That's true also. Yeah.
Well,
But
also
good on them. Like for real keeping tradition.
They're trying to catch up.
I agree. Now, if you are I didn't grow up wealthy, so I didn't participate in this. However, there was a thing that became popular called a turducken. You know that? It's like a
Yeah, oh, I know that.
You bred turkeys and ducks.
yes, a double bird. You stuff one bird into another and you eat both of them.
You put a
That
guinea
sounds rich.
fowl. Well, you do the four-way. You do a guinea fowl into a chicken, into a turkey. Hold on, into a duck, into a turkey. Yeah,
Yes.
I've had it.
Yeah, I mean, rich kid. So he
Yeah.
understands.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got
we did
4
the
He
birds.
just
away.
described one that you didn't even know about because
I've never heard of a guinea
Well,
fowl.
I try and
during
bring the
s-
show up a couple levels. You know.
Okay, so if you
thanks to Patreon.
if you've heard of turducken, which I haven't, but these
Oh, you debone them also, so you don't have to go through like 4 layers of bone.
Okay.
Everything's deboned and just shoved
I
inside.
thought you
the next bird.
had the
That's good to know,
servants debone
actually.
them.
that's good to
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I knew
so
that would turn you off.
these areas
4
in the
layers of bone.
Panhandle with the
Yeah.
with the gator main course, they've invented their own fancy, and I'm using quotation marks
Turducken.
for our listeners here. They invented their own fancy turducken. So if you live in the Panhandle and you've been blessed with resources,
Maybe Michael can guess because he seems closer to that. Like he's got a reptile in his hand. I assume
you-
he
yeah.
knows
You know what? My wife's family, well, technically she grew up in Japan, but then she moved to the Panhandle,
Uh-huh.
and I had to.
Japan handle.
Japan Handle. She came right to Japan Handle. I had to go up there quite a bit
Sorry.
to Panama City,
Yeah.
Florida,
yeah,
to visit.
yeah,
I'll
Yeah.
tell you, I didn't love the drives.
right. But what,
Japanama
what
City.
were
Or-
they eating?
They were. It was honestly, my father-in-law would always say, "Take the bow, go out there and find us something."
That's what I'm saying, dude.
He would
That's
say
what I'm
that to you?
saying.
He'd say it to me.
Well, as the
It's
husband,
It's like a dowry, right?
Yeah, he said, I gave you your wife,
you give me
and
meat.
while you're here, you bring me meat.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
Dude, that's a fair trade though.
Yeah, I
Well-
mean, what was I gonna say?
Well, what
Can't say
do you
no.
think they call the hybrid
Ni
fancy
hao.
meal? What do you think they call that up in the Panhandle now to this day? The fancy, their version of turducken.
Yeah.
What would you call that,
Yeah.
Michael?
I think they probably just still call it turducken.
They call it gator ducking, is what they call it.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
And-
Can I guess what the things that go in it?
yeah.
I'd like to.
Pretty straightforward. Go ahead.
Shrimp goes into a crawfish, goes into a toad,
Yeah.
goes into a duck, inside a gator's tail.
So they say here,
It show's
it's,
over.
it's any meat you can find shoved into a gator is what they
Ew,
call a
gross.
gator ducking.
They were like, duck is fancier than what we can afford. Just find anything.
Yeah. Well, and dude,
So it's like foie gras, where they feed the gator, just
get
shove
them
food down
nice
its
and
mouth.
Oh, that'd be
chunky.
interesting if you feed the gator, but then you kill the gator quick enough that it's not fully
yeah.
digested.
Well,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
s-
get that
yeah,
liver.
And
Yep.
I said all this just to kind of end with this last little part here that says, Florida Thanksgiving hasn't changed at all, really, if you think about it. Like,
Yeah,
we
no.
ate weird
No,
stuff
it really hasn't.
300 years ago. We're still eating weird stuff down here to this day. I mean, the gator
Yeah.
ducking is a delicacy for folks up in the Panhandle, and I would try it. I want to put it out there to our listeners to say that I would try that if someone.
Anything. They
Yeah.
said anything stuffed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to debone 4 different types of meat,
It's
Uh,
only meat though. You can only put meat.
100%. I'm
Well,
not
that's a
trying. I'm
relief,
not trying
yeah.
any vegetables. I'm not trying anything.
I'm
like
talking
that.
about like the movie Alive, where they're stuck on the mountain, the Andes.
I like that
They
movie
gotta
actually.
cut. They gotta cut some leg meat away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from one of their friends who has been frozen. Now, Michael, you're still holding
Spoiler.
your snake, and we're at the end of this episode honoring Thanksgiving. And our listeners, when you come on the show, they want to hear words of wisdom from you in the last 80 seconds of the
and
show.
nothing snake related.
No
Right.
snake. We've done enough snake talk in this show.
Yep.
No more Indian milk, man.
What?
Let our let our listeners have some wisdom from you here at the end. 60 seconds now.
Yeah.
And no Bible talk.
What else? Do you have any other?
No,
What
those
else
are the
is
only
there?
three. Those are the only three things
Okay.
that you can't
no,
talk about.
No Bible.
You know our rules.
No Bible, no milk, no
No
snakes.
snakes.
Okay.
Okay. Does that count?
No, it starts now.
Okay.
Oh no, because you touched all three.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it would be. How do I start a tiger farm? And the answer is real estate. Buy real estate.
Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. That's where my heart is yearning. Never home where the old folks stay.